Welcome back, everyone. So, I had a rogue thought while I was trolling through UVS Ultra, trying to figure out who I want to play for Dallas next month, because, spoiler alert, your friendly neighborhood hermit's actually getting to travel. And I think I've narrowed my characters down to 3 that I'm seriously considering. But then I looked at UVS Ultra, and before I knew it, I had a deck built, and it was none of those 3. Now, I'm not playing this in Dallas because some of these cards are incredibly expensive, and I don't have all of them I need. But I had a pretty funny idea for May. Now, this is a character I have not touched since the Guilty Gear Day Zeros. And she is a little bit fun, a little bit complex, and like I said, some of her good stuff is very expensive. So what does May do? She is a 6 hand size 31 health character with the earth and water symbols and the pirate keyword, which says that we need one piece in this set, or at least Soul Calibur 6 so Cervantes could be a pirate. But she has a static that is kind of game breaking. It says your deck may include up to 8 copies of one ally attack card. So now in our humble game, we have a card limit of 4, unless the card itself says you can have more than 4 copies in your deck. May just says any ally card you can have a maximum of 8, but only one of your ally attacks. So she also has an enhance that says your attack gets +2 damage. That's pretty good, just a free 2 damage on your character. And then if that attack shares a name with another card in your card pool, you may flip one foundation to ready it. So she has a bit of a string extending ability. So giving damage and extending your strings, pretty fun. So what happens when you run out of foundations to flip and ready? Well, maybe we get to build some more. So let's check out our attack lineup. And it starts with 4 Great Yamada attack. Now, a lot of people would choose 8 because of the ability, but we'll get there. This is an 8 difficulty move, 3 control, 6 low for 6 with a 1 low block with Powerful 2, Ally, and Slam. Powerful 2 being an enhance that allows us to spend any number of momentum, and for each momentum we spend on this powerful, we get 2 damage. As a static, it gets -2 difficulty for each ally attack in our card pool, to a maximum of -8. This can become a 0 diff move if we have 4 other allies in our card pool. So just playing a 6 low 6 on a 4 is really, really good. As a blitz, we may flip 3 ally attacks in our card pool. Our rival adds the top card of their deck to their card pool face down, and it cannot leave their card pool this turn. So that's kind of neat. We clogged their pool a little bit. I don't think that's necessarily too strong. Adding a card to the card pool is good. Stops him from defending pretty easily. But if this is our 3rd or 4th attack, we're likely already going to be kind of hard to block at a 6 low 6. A 6 low 8 with May. And then not to mention any powerful we have. So it's mainly in here to be something you can play late in a string for virtually free. And the 8 copies ally attack I chose is Hunter's Ally. Told you this deck was expensive. This is a 5/3, 4 high for 5, 2 mid block. It's got Warden EX3, which means if we were a Warden instead of a Pirate, we could use the EX3 ability on this card, but we're not a Warden, so we're not going to worry about it. It's got Ally ranged and weapon. As a Blitz, we can build any ally card from our discard pile. That could be assets, backups, or foundations. So May can flip foundations to ready them, to extend our strings, and Hunter's Ally can build us more foundations to extend our strings. And you'll see a little bit of draw power in there too, when we get a little bit further. So this is kind of the crux of the idea I had. Let's Hunter's Ally for a bunch of things that lets us extend our strings further. Maybe we draw some more cards and really just push this as far as it can go. We've got Black Abyss, another great expensive ally card. It's a 5/3, 5 low for 6, 1 low block. As a static, if it is added to our momentum, we get to add it face up, so you know it has an ability in our momentum. As an enhance, if this attack deals damage, our next check to play an attack gets +1. So if we're wanting to string out, that's kind of a good thing to have. And then Enhance, if this card is in our momentum once per turn, this attack gets +X speed and +X damage. X equals the number of copies of Black Abyss in our momentum. So if we have 2 copies of Black Abyss in our momentum, each one can give an attack +2 speed and +2 damage. That's really good. But there is one non-ally card in this deck. So if you're playing your Hunter's Ally, and you're constantly drawing and getting a whole bunch of other things, maybe we can play some Great Yamata attacks, and flip some cards face down in our card pool, and then those cards wouldn't count towards progressive difficulty to play. So we have Hunter's Ally and Black Abyss, and Great Yamata, which basically take themselves out of progressive difficulty to play Great Yamata attack. And then when Great Yamata attack flips a bunch of stuff in our card pool, that allows us to play Growing Grasp late in a string. This is a 5/3, 3 low for 4, 2 mid block with EX3 and throw. EX3 being kind of like powerful, we can spend any number of momentum, and for each momentum we spend, we get +3 speed. And as a throw, if this attack is completely blocked, it will still deal half damage rounded up. As a static, face down cards do not count towards progressive difficulty to play this card, which is really good. And as a blitz, this attack gets +X damage. X equals the total number of cards in all card pools. So if we are able to play Hunter's Ally, build a card, Hunter's Ally, build a card, flip something, ready it, maybe Hunter's Ally, build another card, and then play Great Yamata attack, flip the 3 Hunter's Allies. We're playing Growing Grasp on a 6 as our 5th attack, and it's going to get minimum of 5 damage. Seems pretty good to me. And you got a bit of a zone mix-up. Everything's low except for the Hunter's Allies, which are highs, so your rival's always going to be probably keeping the highs, or maybe they just know that big damage is a low. Either way, it can really stick our rival in a tough spot, especially when you see some of the ally cards that we get to play on these 2 symbols. Onto non-attack cards, we have our assets, Cardboard Crusaders, a 2/4, 2 mid-block, unique. As a static, when we play it, if we have fewer foundations than our... excuse me. If we have fewer foundations than our rival, we get to build it. So that's pretty neat. As a response, once per turn, after you play an attack, it gets +3 speed or +3 damage. So we can push more speed to get our attack through, or we can just give 3 damage to the final attack we're going to throw when our rival has no chance of blocking it. And then as a response, we can remove Cardboard Crusaders after your rival plays their first attack this turn, seal it, and it cannot leave the card pool during the combat phase. So sealing an attack turns off all of its abilities, and it cannot gain abilities, and preventing it from being cleared stops characters like Mikasa 4 and Pony from really taking off and becoming hyper-aggressive. And we also have Trinket, a nice little ally asset. It's a 2/5, 2 low block, ally unique. Unique meaning we can only have 1 copy in our stage at a time. As an enhance, we can add this card to our card pool. This attack gets +4 damage. That's a lot. That's a lot throwing on a Growing Grasp or Great Yamata attack when our rival can't block anything. And then enhance this attack, add this foundation, add this asset to your card pool. This attack gets -4 damage, and if our character is Vexalia, which we are not, we would get to add Trinket to our hand after this attack resolves. So it's mainly just here to either take -4 damage off of something important, or just really push for that kill turn. The only momentum-based abilities we have right here are the Great Yamata attacks and the Growing Grasp. So what better way to use momentum for a string character than City Rampage? A 5 difficulty, 5 control, 1 mid-block. Action. While this card is in your card pool, your attacks get +1 speed and +1 damage. That could stack up. And as a form, this has been eroded. Spend 1 momentum. Your checks to play attacks with a printed difficulty of 5 or greater get +2 for the rest of the turn. So everything gets +2 to the check to play it. They're all 5s. Or 8 in the case of Great Yamata Attack, because it does look at printed. So if Great Yamata Attack is reduced, it still gets the +2 to the check to play it. And like I said, the 1/1 could actually come in handy. It could push things just that little bit further. We do have some backups too. We have Cammy, Covert Chameleon, a 3/5, 3 stamina, 0 mid block with Elusive, Unique, and Ally. Elusive meaning our rival's first attack on their turn cannot target this backup. So if they wanted to attack it, they'd have to do it with their second or greater attack. As an enhance, we can commit Cammy and give our attack 2 speed and selectively flip one rival foundation. So whatever one we know is going to give us the most trouble, we can just flip that card. And that is a Tenacious response, or playable while Cammy is committed. After this backup is attacked, we make a check of 6, and if we pass it, we get to flip and commit this card. So we can just flip her and turn her into a face-down foundation. And because it's Tenacious, we don't have to commit her due to the effect, because we can just do it. But of course, one of the more famous ally backups, we have Ray Fillet Singing Stingray, a 4/5, 4 stamina, 0 mid block, also with Elusive, Ally, and Unique. As an enhance during our turn, our rival adds the top card of their deck to their card pool face down. This is really dangerous because a lot of our stuff gives damage, not a lot gives speed. So to be able to say, hey, you're just going to get a whole bunch of cards in your card pool and it's going to be hard to block anything, really useful. And then as a response, after this backup is attacked, your rival adds the top card of their deck to their card pool face down. So if they do decide to try to get rid of your Ray Fillet, they have to do it with at least their second attack instead of their first, and they're going to clog their card pool. So they're likely not going to try to go in for the kill after that. But this works really well with cards like Growing Grasp, because you total up the number of cards in all card pools, and that's how much damage it gets. So if you're, play your first Hunter's Ally, build in Ray Fillet, add a card to your rival's card pool with Ray Fillet, play another Hunter's Ally, add another card. You can do this on every single one of your attacks, and then throw a Growing Grasp, and just say, hey, it's lethal, and you're not blocking it. And lastly, we have Sean Gilmore, a 3/5, 4 stamina, 2 mid block, Ally, Unique, Mage, and Party. As a static, while it is in our stage, our character is considered to have the Mage trait, the Mage keyword. That does nothing for us, but we do enhance commit. Your next check gets +2. This can be used offensively or defensively if you need a little bit of help to play a block. Onto our foundation base, we have Godzilla vs. Biolante, which it's a 2/5 with a 3 low block with enhanced commit, clear one face-down card from your card pool, and draw a card. Now the thing about this is those are not two separate abilities, and clearing the card from your card pool is not part of the cost. So this could, in all fairness, just say, enhance commit, draw one card. Now if you do have any face-down cards, if you have, say, used your Great Yamata Attacks Blitz to flip cards in your card pool, one of them will go away. But if you don't have any face-downs in your card pool, this is just commit, draw a card, and then use May to flip it and ready it. So that's pretty cool. We also have a Deadlock Enhance, so if our rival has at least 11 foundations, we unlock this enhance. Our attack, the rival adds the top card of their deck to their card pool. So it doubles up on Ray Fillet for each copy of Godzilla vs. Biolante that you have in your stage, if your rival goes to 11 or greater foundations. We have History's Greatest Monster, a 3/5, 2 mid block with response once per turn Tenacious. After you play a card with a printed difficulty of 5 or greater, ready this card. This deck's all about drawing cards, playing allies cheap, stringing out, and readying your cards. And then we have a Deadlock Enhance, commit, your attack gains throw. Pretty solid. We've got Ocean Buddies, a 2/4, 2 high block with the Ally keyword. So this is something that you can build in with Hunter's Ally, which is Enhance Flip. Each player adds one card from their discard pile to their card pool. If you have played a Roman Cancel ability this turn, each rival adds a card to their card pool face down this way. Now, we don't have any ways to generate a Roman Cancel token, so we're not going to worry about that. But this is just really good for saying, hey, I'm going to add this to my card pool. you're going to add something to your card pool so that the Growing Grasp I'm going to play is going to get even stronger, and it's just going to make it really hard for you to block things. Because this says each player adds 1 card, so you could add another, like on your first Hunter's Ally, add another Hunter's Ally with Ocean Buddies, and then May gets the +2 damage, and you get to flip and ready a Foundation. And it stocks up allies so that you can make Great Yamata attack cheaper, and flip the 3 ally cards to stuff 1 card in your rival's card pool. So Ocean Buddies, really useful for us. We have Analytical Observation, a 1/5 2 mid block with response flip after your rival blocks your attack, flip the card they blocked with. There's a lot of Protector of Life going around, there's a lot of Breaker going around, that new evil action from the My Hero Academia Final Wars deck is really brutal. So this just says before they can use any of their block tricks, any abilities on a card they block with, you flip the block and they don't get to do any of that, which is really good for a string character. We have Armor-Clad Faith, a 1/5 3 high block with response flip. After your rival plays an attack, it loses 1 keyword ability of your choice. So it can lose Powerful, it can lose EX, it can lose Tension, it can lose Throw. And you can just say, yeah, whatever that keyword ability that has is going to give me trouble, I'm going to say you don't get to access that. We have Guardian Angel of Chinatown, a 1/5 3 high block with response flip. After your rival plays an ability that reduces the damage of your attack, its damage cannot be reduced by rival's effects this turn. That includes the effect that you responded to. So if they try to reduce the damage of your attack, like a Great Yamata attack or a Growing Grasp, you can say, not so fast. This damage is staying right where I want it to. We have Moment of Normalcy, a 2/5 3 high block with unique Enhanced Commit. Return this attack to its printed speed or printed damage. So whatever one's going to be easiest for you to deal with, you just return that number to its printed stat and tell your rival nice try, better luck next time. We have Tusktooth's Crew, a 2/5 3 high block with Ally, so another ally foundation we can build in with Hunter's Ally, which says enhance once per turn, discard 1 card and draw 1 card. I'm going to pitch this foundation I don't need and hopefully draw another Hunter's Ally. We also have a Brawler and Champion response. May is neither, so we don't have to worry about that response. This is mainly here to build in with Hunter's Ally and try to cycle draw more cards so that we can keep our strings going. We have Monster Aggression, a 1/5 2 low block with enhance, sacrifice 1 foundation. Your attack with a printed difficulty of 5 or greater gets +1 speed and +1 damage. Bit more speed, bit more damage, keeps us out of deadlock, and if we are flipping cards like our Tusktooth's Crew after building them with Hunter's Ally, we then do our draw, discard and draw, then we commit it to pass a check, flip it with May and ready it, and then we can sacrifice it with Monster's Aggression, build it in with another Hunter's Ally later, and get access to that draw again. So just kind of a cool way to keep our cards moving and keep accessing our abilities. Another card I'd like to do that with is the Shobijin's Message, a 1/5 4 mid block with unique and ally. Response, flip, after you play a block, it gains Breaker 2. Breaker 2 is a responsibility that says after you block with this card, your rival's next check to play a card gets -2. So Breaker's my favorite, probably one of my favorite abilities, and it's my favorite defensive ability because I love hacking checks. So you can flip this, give your block Breaker 2, sacrifice it with something like Monster's Aggression, and then build it back in with another Hunter's Ally and say, hey, if I can't kill you, at least I can try to stop you again with another Shobijin's Message. We have Moth Monster, a 2/6 2 high block with enhanced commit. This attack gets -2 speed, but if we've taken damage from a rival attack this turn, it gets -3 speed instead. Very good speed hate, it's got that 6 check for long strings, really good. We have Strategic Meeting, a 3/5 2 mid block with Ally, which says form flip, reveal the top card of your deck. You may add it to your momentum. If it has 3 or more keywords, you may add it to your hand instead. So Growing Grasp and Black Abyss can go to our momentum, because, and what's cool is we do reveal the top card of our deck, which means the Black Abyss would go face up, But Hunter's Ally and Great Yamada Attack, those have 3 or more keywords, so we can just flip this. If we reveal a Great Yamada or Hunter's Ally, we just get to add it to our hand. We get to effectively draw another attack. So imagine, after a Hunter's Ally, build in the Strategic Meeting, flip Strategic Meeting, reveal Hunter's Ally, draw it, and then you just keep going. And you just keep blowing up Strategic Meetings, building them in, flipping to try to draw more attacks. Pretty fun. We've got the Power of Love, a 3/5 2-high block with the Ally keyword. Response Tenacious, Sacrifice. After your rival plays a non-character ability that cancels your Enhance or Response ability, cancel its effects. So if they say, if you activate your ability and they're like, I'm going to cancel that, I'm going to outsmart your outsmarting, I'm going to cancel your cancel. We also have Enhanced Commit, seal one rival Death, Evil, or Void Foundation. So we could turn off a very key defensive piece if we want to, and then as a tenacious response, we can cancel their cancel. And lastly, we have Togoro's Dominance, a 2/5 2 mid block with Ally and Unique. Response Sacrifice. After your rival plays an ability on an asset or foundation, destroy it. So this is really powerful. It stops a lot of repeatable abilities, but also it can just get key pieces off the board, and this is again something we can cycle in with our Hunter's Allies as needed. But that is May. Maybe. So one thing I will choose, because like I said, I kind of built this in a haze. Standard, Foundation, Water, Draw. How much draw do we have on this symbol? We're not dealing with that. We're not dealing with Final Wars. Although Final Wars could be cool in this deck, just because all our attacks get 1 damage, and once per turn if our attack deals damage, we get to draw. Looking at top card of our deck, if we played Deflectability, Alone Infection, we could draw 1 card or add the top. If an attack is blocked, draw 1 and discard 1. If it's unflipped, we're not unflipping. Tusk 2 Screw is good. I Can Taste Downs needs to be remain face up. Rush Attacker, if your rival has lost health this turn, draw a card. That's pretty alright. Nothing else with the Ally keyword, though, and that's kind of what I was hoping for. I love the Ally draw on Tusk 2 Screw. But yeah, so it's basically just your basic string deck. It just wants to play attacks, draw cards, and build cards, and take as long a turn as possible to try to just wear your rival out. And I think if you get some good draws, like actually, what's our stats looking like? 63. We have a whole lot of mid blocks, but I do want to put, like maybe we can put this as like a 1-of and up the Strategic Meetings, because I dig Strategic Meeting in this deck. Oh, it's because we have so many like mid blocks in our backups here. And I guess the Cardboard Crusaders can go down to like a 1-of, because it's not a huge necessity. That puts us at 62. That's a little bit better. But I really like this. I think this is an interesting idea, and I've never messed with May before. Now, am I going to go out and get a second set of Hunter's Allies? No. But if someone is rich enough to have 2 playsets of Hunter's Allies and a playset of Black Abyss and Growing Grasp, like mainly the attack lineup and maybe the Ray Fillets, that is the crux of that is this entire deck's worth right here. Everything else is like pennies, but it could be fun. Actually, let's add the Oceans Buddies too. Just bump that up 1 more. 63 cards. Okay, that's pretty good. But what do you guys think? What do you think of this version of May? Do you think this works? Do you think this is just maybe something silly to play at your locals? I don't know. It's pretty expensive to play at your locals, I guess. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And after this has gone live, my preview for Tekken 8 should have gone live already, because I'm planning to put this out on Friday. But it'd be after I get home from work, so it'll be after my preview with UK Versus went live, so check that out for some awesome Tekken content. And once all of the Tekken characters are revealed, I will go into my preview review for them. And once the whole set is done, I will do my day zeros for Tekken. Until then, I'm going to be kind of loose on the content. I will be making stuff for heat tokens and terrains, but I'm kind of going to be focused on Dallas, at least until preview season is over, and then we'll get right into the preview review content. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Take care.